guessing you were hoping the day after your birthday was going to be out day after a win instead of a loss, but just kind of how do you guys handle something like this the day after? Like, do you move on? Did you guys watch a lot of film? How did that come?
Yeah, we definitely went over the corrections. A lot of things we got to fix. We made a lot of mistakes, but we're looking forward to it. Watch the film, know what we got to work on, and on to next week.
What's kind of the number one thing when you leave the team meeting after a loss like that? Like, what's the number one thing you guys are talking about?
We just got to hold each other accountable. Do our job, star our role. And there's just some areas in the game we just didn't do our job, let them on the mistakes, missed tackles. So, just move forward, learn from it, and work on it.
Coming from where you came from, I'm guessing you have not been in a situation like that, maybe at all.
Mm-hmm.
So is this hard to kind of like wrap your head around?
It's the league. It's the best of the best week in and week out. It's a game of margins, a game of inches. Everybody's got to do the job. But,
How do you not let that defeat you, though? Because a lot of the guys have been talking about the margins aspect of things. When it has been as close as it's been in the first few weeks to now, like how do you try to not let that diminish the mood?
It's football. You got to take it one play at a time, 1 week at a time. Correct what we need to correct. Like I said, it's the best of the best week in and week out. Best OC versus best DC. It's just got to move on, get the corrections, and hope for the best next week.
Denzel, when you go into the locker room at halftime and you're trailing 38-7, what goes through you guys' mind in the locker room in terms of what you have to do coming back out?
Like I said, just lock in on our new opponent this week, San Fran. Learn from last week, and just go out there and play hard, hold each other accountable, and just do your job.
Just how valuable has it been getting this? Because as a fifth-round rookie, there's not often that guys are able to get out there and have as much experience as you've had in the last few weeks. So just how valuable has that been for you?
It's been fun. I get to play football at a very high level. I'm just out there having fun, man, doing my job, playing this game that I love so very much, and can't complain.
Getting your hand on a couple of balls, what does that do for your confidence level?
Obviously, every week you touch some ball, you just continue to gain more confidence. For me, I've always been a confident person. I always trusted in myself, my technique, the game that I play, and just being me.
Did the first half just feel like things were snowballing against you guys? Just everything that could go wrong went wrong?
Yeah, it was tough, but we just try to keep holding on and just keep fighting. That's all we can do in the moment, and it's not the outcome we wanted, but.
Can you take us through like the roller coaster of emotions? Because within that 1 week span on Monday, you guys get a win and look good on prime time, and then you have a division game, you get up for that, and then kind of have the first game where it gets away from you.
It's the league, best of the best, week in and week out. Like I said, we just made a lot of mistakes, kind of shot ourselves in the foot, but we're looking forward to next week.
Is that where your DB mentality kind of comes in mind? We have that short-term memory where like, look, after a bad play, forget about it. After a bad game, forget about it. Just get on to the next one.
Yeah, you got to have amnesia. Obviously, the game or like minutes after the game, the night after the game. Obviously, you're gonna look at the tape, see what you did, plays that you left out on the field. But yeah, next week.
What's it like in a game as a DB when Sam Darnold throws 12 passes in the game? What is that like for you guys?
I don't know, but I was hoping for a lot more ops, but that's how the game went. They were running the ball pretty well, so they kind of stuck to that.
Do you have any kind of dialogue with JSN out there, like since you guys were teammates? Is that just kind of a fun back and forth at all, or just all business?
It was all business. We talked one time throughout the game, but that was about it. It's all business.
You're about halfway through your rookie season. What's been the biggest difference for you that stuck out between playing in college and playing at the NFL level?
Nothing much. Went to Ohio State, so it kind of built me for this. It's a business at Ohio State, just like how it is here and all around the league. So, but as just say, you're going against the best. I think the big difference is just going against the best week in and week out.
You got a few reps early on in more of a rotational basis, but the last 2 weeks have seen a lot of playing time on the field, and JG always says those are the best reps to learn from.
Yeah.
What have the reps the last 2 weeks taught you about yourself or the game that you hadn't been able to get, just from a rotational basis or from practice as a rookie?
I wouldn't say there's really much. I mean, obviously, like little things I could clean up on specific plays, but it's pretty much straightforward. I feel like games are like practice. So once I get those reps in practice, I'm kind of like prepared for the game, and then the game is really slow for me. So I'm able to process and see a lot of things. But I say for me, just got to clean up some of my tackling.
Is a loss like this harder to flush and move on? Does it make it more difficult emotionally?
Yeah, for me, I would assume so. I mean, yeah, but I'm working on it.
How tough is it?
It's pretty tough. I mean, it is what it is. It's the league. It's my first year. I'm adjusting to that, seeing how it is, how it moves, but it's been getting through it.
Even though, things got out of hand early, you guys didn't quit. You saw Buddha, gather everybody around the side, kind of pepping the defense up. Jacoby talked about, being in the huddle, say, hey, one play at a time, and keep fighting. What does that say about, this team's character, that nobody started pointing fingers, nobody said, hey, I'm not going back in there, nothing like that?
I just say the love that we have for each other. I mean, we're all 11 guys on one accord, trying to play together, trusting each other to do our job. I mean, that's what we did. I mean, it's part of the game. We just got to keep fighting, because you never can know. I mean, we got it down to a 2-point score lead, so there was still a chance with a lot of time left in the game. We just didn't get the job done.